Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the garden. It has arrived. The snow has fallen. And am I ready for it? No. Up here, I'm ready for winter. I'm ready to kick back, relax, have some hot cocoa, sit on the sofa, watch TV, and do some crocheting. But the garden is not ready for winter. And I've got to do a couple projects today just in case we get the 6 inches of snow that they are predicting for. So come along and let's do a little bit of garden work before it really starts to snow.
This is one of these projects that I really don't enjoy doing. I love it when my plants spill over the pathways or onto the sidewalk. To me, it looks very soft and inviting. But when you live in snow country, this doesn't make for good shoveling. Your shovel get tangled up in them, and heaven forbid if you're snow blowing and the snowblower grabs a hold of one of those plants, it could just totally yank it out of the ground. So it's better to go through right now and cut your losses and just cut things back. Now I know it can be hard to cut back your foxglove and your heucheras and the things that spill over, but in the long run you're going to be happier. It does make a nice clean edge to have it cleaned up, and you just have to remember in 5 months it'll all be back and along the edges and nice and soft and blooming. Have you ever noticed how easily you can become distracted when you're doing a project you're really not enjoying? Well, that's what happened to me while I was out cutting along the edge of the sidewalk. I heard some voices that I really haven't heard in a long time. And what's nice about video recording is you can capture these things on camera. So I took the opportunity to snap some video of some robins that had come through the property. Now, robins usually leave here around August. We do sometimes have some that spend the winter here. We have seen them around Christmas or New Year's, but after that they're usually gone. But it was nice seeing this little flock out underneath the leaves, cleaning up any bugs that might be in there before they migrate further south.
You may remember that I had large blue pools here with all the perennials that I had to overwinter, and I never got around to planting them, number one, because we had a drought. So I emptied out the pools, I just pulled them out, I washed the pools the other day before the weather got cold, and now what I need to do is put them someplace where I'm pretty sure they can overwinter. And I've always had really good luck in this spot right here. And the reason for that is because we pile a lot of snow and we're shoveling off the porch or any snow from around the patio here. A lot of it goes in this spot, and that snow is an excellent insulator to keep the plants at a constant temperature, and they seem to do really well there. I'm not trying to overwinter anything that isn't already super hardy to at least a zone lower than I am here in zone 5. This is hostas and daylilies and spirea, just things that I haven't gotten around to planting. If I did have anything that was not as hardy, I would probably bury that in my leaf pile. While snow this early is not unusual for us here, I had really hoped that it would hold off a little while longer. I still have areas in the garden that need to be cut down, and there's a lot of leaves. Let me show you. This is one truckload of leaves that our town has dumped off for us. Typically, I get maybe 4 or 5. Last year we did 7 loads. This year I'm going to be lucky if I can get 3 loads out of them. But this is one load. If I can't get to spreading it this season, it's going to be a little hard to do it in the spring, so hopefully the weather will start to warm up a little bit. But these aren't the only leaves that I'm having an issue with. If you look in my lawn, I still have all these leaves that I need to rake into the garden. And I haven't done that for a couple reasons. First of all, the weather's been terrible. It's been just rainy enough that you don't want to get out here and do this. And because it's been so dry over the summer, I really wanted the garden to get as much moisture as possible before I start piling on leaves. So I'm going to have to get out here and get these leaves off. I'm just hoping that we'll have at least one day that's in the 40s or 50s and not windy, that I can get out here and get all these leaves off, because this isn't all of them. There's a lot more all over the yard. thankfully we did not get the 6 inches of snow that they were calling for. Instead, we got maybe about 4 inches of a heavy, wet snow that's not going to last very long because the ground is still warm. So it'll melt eventually, but I'm not going to be able to get out into the garden today. So instead, I think I'm going to spend the day doing some shopping because this snow has definitely put me into a shopping frame of mind. I hope you guys can get out into your garden and have some fun. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for videos, please let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.